What's going on, man? New episode of Playa Politics, man. We back.
Yeah, we back, man. Shout out YouTube, TikTok, man. We appreciate the love.
Mm-hmm.
Keep up with the engagement, man. Even if, listen, we ain't no haters. Let's gonna throw that out. I'm gonna throw that out there. Ain't nobody hating on. Hey, if you got motion, if you getting bread, cool. I might not all the way agree with it, but get your money, bro. Ain't no hating over here.
But I didn't.
But let me say this too. We had some commenters. Y'all can feel the way y'all feel.
Yeah.
Just because you making money doesn't mean I have to like the way you make money.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm not finna sit here and be on. I ain't a hater. Is somebody is like, oh man, that nigga ain't.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, get your bread. Get your bread, man. However you do, whatever you're doing to support your family, to support your lifestyle. Hey, get your bread.
Mm-hmm.
But that don't mean I gotta all the way rock what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I felt like what we were saying it wasn't then hate in the shit.
It wasn't no hate.
I think motherfuckers just hear one thing and then because we were talking about the Terry Crew remark. You know what I'm saying? They were saying we were like y'all just getting on them folk for trying to feed their family. No. And it's just like, okay, my nigga, I understand you trying to feed your family, but it's a way to feed your family.
Yeah.
Like, your integrity still ain't got to be in question to feed your family, my nigga.
Facts.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing we were saying.
Yeah, now, and after a while, it becomes a thing of if you're going about a certain way of making your money, cool. Like there are men and women who make their money in ways that the majority of society would disagree with.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't care, then hey, do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is too, can you look yourself in the mirror?
And another thing, we can speak on our culture, my nigga. Like, if because that shit reflect on us. Motherfuckers see that shit and they try to trickle down and think everybody like this.
Right.
I'm like, no, so you feel what I'm saying?
And y'all like to say so much black people are not a monolith, and we're not. Like there's like the one guy said in the comments, he was like, oh, there are all kind of forms of entertainment that people laugh at. And that's true. Some of y'all like the gorilla dude that be dancing every time he take a bite of food. That's the reason why he blew up in the first place.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of y'all that thought that shit was funny. It was like, like look at him. But you can't be mad at the people that didn't think it was funny.
That's what I'm saying. You can't shit on nobody because the nigga didn't like it, shawty.
Right.
Like, and we getting you the reason why we didn't like it. We just saying, my nigga, like, that shit is a bad representation of black people. You feel what I'm saying? That's how we feel.
Like, especially black men, especially. Like,
and that's how we feel.
Right. We can't take a bite of food without doing some dumb ass that. Now, granted, black people dance when we eating good food, but not like that, y'all. Like,
but I'm just saying,
we ain't doing no line dance after we eat.
Then I said eating some watermelon, y'all, and just get up and do a jig. It's just like, y'all, they like,
that's just stupid.
Like, why would you think that shit funny? Like, nigga just, well, it ain't that deep. Yes, it is that deep.
It is.
If you black, if you black and you know what's going on, shout it.
Yeah.
No, it's at a certain point where they laugh. It's different between a nigga laughing with you and a nigga laughing at you. That's a simple thing.
Add Dave Spell.
Mm-hmm. And it just
that one of the big reasons why he stopped that show.
Yeah.
He said that was a skit they were doing. And he said them white folks were laughing in a way that he wasn't feeling.
Yeah.
He said, nah, I don't even like this.
I don't even like the way that made me feel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just like, and much love to them brothers, but we just keeping it real.
Yeah.
We not finna do that. We not finna just hold our tongue and just let this nigga jig on and sambo his way. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, the groove, and even Terry Crew, the shit he was doing.
Yeah.
And the shit that he was saying and his views and shit like that. Nah,
we got every right to disagree with that. We got every right to disagree with it. So.
Mm-hmm.
Every right to disagree with it.
And ain't no nigga gonna shame me for feeling the way I feel about the shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And especially like again, you make your money cool, but this whole thought that just because somebody's making a lot of money doing something, I gotta like it. I gotta rock with them. I gotta pat them on the back. Like you know, I like again. If you're not hurting nobody, cool. Like I you know, I'm not the biggest fan of certain jobs. Like I'm not the biggest fan of politicians.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of the pharmaceutical companies. Like it's a lot of different industries I can go in. But at the end of the day, everybody gotta make a living. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it is what it is. Like, you know, some of us, a lot of people make money in corrupt systems.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. Like a lot of people that and they don't necessarily have anything to do with that corrupt system being corrupt. They just have a job where they make money, you know what I'm saying?
They make money doing. They make money, and that's what I'm saying. It's just like my nigga, and that's another thing. So like it just okay, cause you making money don't necessarily mean it's right. Cause nigga make a lot of money, that don't make what he doing right, or that don't make you what he doing cool.
Just because you make money don't make you a good person.
Yeah,
they're gonna knock that out because we all want our whatever our American. Everybody has their own individual American dream. Everybody. Yeah. I don't care who you are. Yeah. Everybody has their own thought of what American dream is. Mm-hmm. Some people feel like they only need $1 million. Some people feel like they need $1 billion. Mm-hmm. There's some people that feel like they need the whole world to be happy. It's just everybody thing different. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing I can't stand about people, and it's people in general, it ain't just black folks, but we talking about black people, is this automatic assumption that because somebody is making money, they are automatically a good person.
That's what I'm saying.
They are automatically, they should be your best friend. They should be the person you call and count on and counsel with when you got a major decision coming up in your life. No, that person just makes money doing whatever they do. So they don't.
Yeah.
And we see it over and over again how foul some of these people can be.
Yeah.
Foul.
Yeah.
Like, we find out stuff about rich people all the time.
But it just the simple fact that just like we said, just because you make money don't make you a nigga should look up to you and worship you because you make money. You know what I'm saying? You made some money. You found a way to make some money. But that shit don't make you the best person on earth because of that shit.
A lot of y'all hate academics and he rich.
Exactly. It's a lot of rich nigga that nigga don't like.
If people hate academics.
Yeah.
But he rich as hell, so I actually just follow him because, like, come on, bro.
So everything he say on his show or whatever like that, everything he said, right? Because he got a lot of money, that shit. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, niggas just throw that word hater around so much because the nigga got an opinion. Because the nigga got an opinion don't make you a hater, y'all.
No.
So, and then them saying you can't, nigga. At the end of the day, man, your opinion like an asshole. Everybody got one, man.
Everybody got one, and you entitled to one.
Exactly.
You entitled to one. So
everybody entitled to their opinion, man.
Everybody, and the money thing. Let's get into rich dudes for a second. This gonna segue. This is the downside of rich men. I mean,
and before you start that, it's just one more thing about this shit. Listen, man. Let it be known, man. Y'all keep down interacting with the shit. Y'all keep down replying and shit like that. That's cool, man. One thing about it, we don't get no fucks about it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't fucked about it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't fucked about it. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Appreciate you for spending that little time fucking with it, and now you know what I'm saying? Yeah, what it is.
Yeah, and continue watching. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's just a difference of opinion. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Let me look, man. First, let me talk to the women out there.
Yeah.
A few women that probably watch. Yeah. Just like I just said, just because a dude got bread, he's throwing it at you.
Yeah.
You know, he at the club, he's slapping it on your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he you know, you see the car, you see the, you know, if he dressed a certain way, you see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
a lot of y'all need to stop. And I'm only saying this because I seen a video about it.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all need to stop letting your guard down because a few hundreds come out of niggas' pocket.
Yeah.
I'm just because y'all are ending up in situations that even I'm sitting there like, Shawty, how did you? A young lady was on a podcast.
Yeah.
And talked about how she contracted HIV.
Yeah.
From a dude at the club. Because he was just, and they had one of them, 2-3 month love extravaganza because he was just, he just dropping, and said she didn't even, like, in her mind, it was just like, I can't believe he's doing this for me. He's taking me here, he's doing this, yada. And they just going raw.
Yeah.
And then she come to find out, of course, he got a pass and all these different things. But I'm just sitting here, I'm like, it's amazing to me how many of these stories I've heard.
Yeah.
About, and not necessarily with a woman contracting something, but just a woman finding out, thinking that she was the only one, and come to find out she's one of.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get on TikTok and podcasts and all that stuff. It's just like, I couldn't believe he would do it. So the man got bread. There's a lot of stuff he's gonna do. The man got bread.
Like they act like they don't know that shit, man.
And then and I'm talking to all women, black, white, whoever, because a white girl got on TikTok and said the same thing. She got with a dude. She went on a date with a guy. She was like, "Oh, I'm going to Miami with my friends, yada yada yada." He took her phone and sent her $300, talking about, "Hey, when you go down there, don't let nobody buy you a drink. All your drinks in Miami are on me," type shit. You know what I'm saying? So she lost her mind. She went on TikTok like, "Ladies, this is the new standard. This is what yada yada yada." Went on the second date. Y'all can have him back. It's just things they're not what they seem. It's not what I thought. And I'm thinking about deleting that first video because I'm sitting there like, really? Listen, it's the same thing. It's the same thing our uncles, our daddies, our OGs, everybody told us about the beautiful women. Yeah. Because she bad don't mean nothing, y'all. Like, because she beautiful don't mean nothing. Like, yeah, she beautiful. Yeah, she bad. Yeah, she got assets and titties and the whole nine, but don't mean nothing.
That shit don't mean nothing.
It don't mean nothing.
I mean, it means something for the time being, but then after a while, it's just like, that shit.
It means something if that's what you're using it for.
Yeah, and
usually
that would be for the get go, but then that shit fade away. You know what I'm saying?
And I think the issue is people will take, like, women will see the guy with money, because that's the first question when you introduce somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you say to your homeboys, I got a lady I'm messing with, yada yada, first thing they're gonna ask is how she looks. Yeah. When a woman tells her homegirls, her family, whoever, "Oh yeah, this is a new guy, yada yada," first thing they're gonna ask is, what does he do? So it's in our nature to think that way, but at the same time, to automatically assume somebody's just a good person, because they're either beautiful or they make money, y'all got to chill out with that, y'all. Y'all got to chill out.
Because they want them to be a good person. You know what I'm saying?
Because they fit the fantasy, and I get it.
Yeah.
At that moment, at that moment that a woman meets a man who's just throwing bread at her. Yeah. Her that's the start of the fantasy right there. Like, the fantasy has started. It's like, and just like with us as men, we meet a beautiful woman, we get the number, and then it's like, "Oh, I would love to go out with you," or this, that, and the third, or let's kick it, yada, yada, yada. The fantasy begins. And people got to get to a point where cut that shit off. And it's hard. I get it. It's hard, especially if you're looking at that person and you're envisioning something long term.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just like, if you're a woman and you just like, oh, this is easy lick right here. Hey, do your thing, son. Or if you're a dude and you just like, oh shit, I'm just trying to see what she's doing for the night. All right, cool. Like, that's a whole nother story, because that lets me know you ain't in fantasy world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you one of these people that get around these folks and all of a sudden the fantasy start, triggering in your head.
Start damn cycling in your head.
God, like, it's just like, hey, bro, you might
but
chill out.
but that's what I'm saying. If you got experience in that shit, a motherfucker put their best foot forward the first couple months. That's your best. You know what I'm saying? That's your Sunday best right there.
Of course.
Because you really trying to get a motherfucker, persuade a motherfucker like, hey, this what's going on over
here. Yeah. Just and to go along with that, there was a story I heard of a young lady who, I think I sent you the thing about the side chicks.
Yeah.
Only 3% of side chicks become, official or whatever, become wives, which 3% is crazy.
But this what I'm saying, Shawty. Hey, I always say we were one of the first niggas to put out the information, Shawty.
Bruh.
We were the first nigga to put this shit out, man. I'm telling you, man.
I don't know a man personally. I know a lot of dudes that get it in on, or used to back in the day or whatever.
Yeah.
Them niggas ain't never moved on with the side.
Never.
Ever.
Why would you?
Yeah. Ever.
Like, it dedicates you to them. Go over there. That'd be the next move.
That's the easy, move. So,
but see, they don't understand how we think, Charlie.
No, and what I found funny was the story of a young lady who was going above and beyond for a dude that she was the side chick to.
Yeah.
And then got mad at him.
Yeah.
I'm like, shorty, the pattern show you what he on, what type of time he on. Like,
but you gotta blame it.
The only reason why I bring all that stuff up, because they put it out on social media in a way to try to make us look fucked up. And it's like
they gotta blame somebody.
They gotta blame. That's what I don't like.
But see,
fam, you made the mistake. So.
But see, this is what I'm saying. But now we getting the information that we were talking about, because it's getting scarce out here. You know what I'm saying? It gets scarce. Check this out. I sent it to you, but check this out.
Yeah. The price of black dick has shot up like that. Like, it is shot sometime, right? So we have 100 black women. We're gonna put that there for the black woman, okay? Black women. We got 100 black women, right? And currently, what we have throughout the world is 88 black men for every 100 women. Now, unfortunately, let's look at the stats, y'all, because I'm all about stats. Numbers, humans lie. Basically, for every black man, and we're the yellow, like all these other races, Asians, Puerto Ricans. Matter of fact, the Puerto Ricans and Mexicans through the motherfucking roof. Do you understand me? They've been motherfucking popping them babies out. Do you understand me? So in the black community, because the concubines love to get abortions, love to argue about baby daddies, we down, we low. Every other motherfucking race is up. Right. Every other 49%. Oh, my bad. 48% of black men are gay. Let's get into that. Percent of black men are gay. And we got 100 black women. 48% of the 88 black men that exist are fucking gay. That's about half, right? That's about motherfucking half. So we got 44 black men for every 100 women that's heterosexual. Hell yeah, they're cheating. There's a whole lot of options. It's in their system to be polygamous man. Right? We have 36% of black men which are locked up, right? Let's do the math, y'all. 10 of them 44 black men is gay. Is in prison. And probably gay too at the same motherfucking time. I'm talking about double homicide. So if we got 100 black women, and then we take that 36%, we might as well say that's fucking half. About 100 black women and only about 20 of them men or less is actually heterosexual.
Oh yeah, I'm charging. This motherfucking dick right here, 500,000. That's too much going on. I knew.
but look,
That
Sean.
was stupid for that, Sean.
Well, look, man. This my thing about that. Okay, I don't think that gay rate is that
them
high.
numbers off. Them numbers.
Yeah,
off.
I don't think that shit that high. And then
them numbers off.
She ain't putting in. She ain't factoring in. It's the same on the woman, the women's side.
Right. You can't assume all 100 women are straight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
now you got the alternative lifestyles of non-binary, yada yada yada. So yeah. So yeah.
But still, like, I feel like the numbers are more on her side of what she's saying. It's just the numbers are kind of off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
it's been proven. Like, there was just another video I seen where I think there's a Facebook group.
Yeah.
Of women, and I saw it years ago. But there was somebody I guess I'm friends with on Facebook who had posted it. And I'm thinking it was a joke. I thought like a joke group, but the group is like, it's a bunch of women, and they have you slept with him or something like that, or are you currently dating him or something like that. I saw this years ago. So basically, I guess one of the girls that was on there discovered that in Atlanta, a bunch of women are sleeping with the same dude. Like, it was like, it was one particular dude, and she said it was like 7 or 8 women in the comments going at it, going in about the dude. And she said that was one girl in particular who was like, yeah, I know all y'all doing it, but I ain't finna stop messing with him.
Nah.
And said, here was the crazy part. Oh my God. Hey, bro, let me tell you. All of them was sleeping with him, no condom. All of them. I said,
but we talked about this shit though. A lot of this shit they doing, Sean.
And this is why I made that argument years ago when Why Did I Get Married came out, and there was that scene where they were trying to say because men cheat, that's why the STD rate has gone up, yada yada yada. And I'm sitting there like, okay, that's one reason.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you how many times that I know of as far as me, and I ain't trying to put out everybody's business out there. But every time you get with a woman, it ain't like she like, yeah, go put something on.
No.
These women, they lay down legs open like, hey, let's get it.
Man, we talked about this shit. We talked about this shit on the pod before. Like, man, a lot of time when that shit happen, that shit be them saying that shit.
Yeah, a lot of time.
Man,
you don't need that. Man, don't put that up. You don't need that.
That'll be a good poll right there to ask. Go down the street in like downtown to somebody and just add niggas. Hey, home, how many times that girl told you they'll take your condom off? And boy, you'll be surprised, boy. Y'all niggas will be surprised.
Or how many times she didn't even tell you put one on, bro.
Yeah, didn't even give a fuck about this shit.
Didn't care, so like that would be man. That might have to be done one of these days, so. Man. That might have to be done with it. Go outside with the clubs,
That's what I be saying, Shaw. They just like, the shit is getting scarce out here because it's the simple fact that the new shit that they don't put in the black community, all that bullshit, like for like that girl, this nigga ain't doing this and doing that and doing this, you shouldn't be fucking with him and shit like that. And it's just like, we said this shit the other part. If y'all doing all this shit and this, that, and that, you shouldn't be fucking with a nigga. Why these niggas always got 4 baby mamas? Why all these niggas got 4 bitches fighting over them all the time?
Yeah.
If this is y'all shit y'all trying to put out there, why these niggas always somewhere procreating and shit?
Yeah, always. And then when I never forget when I forgot who that was. It was either Kevin Samuels or somebody else had put out the stats and said it was a certain amount of women, black women, have kids. But the number of black men that have kids is way lower. I'm talking we talking like 30% of black men only got kids.
Yeah.
But so he was like, how does it make sense if only 30% of black men got kids, but 80% of women got kids? Like
that shit don't make sense.
He was like, that just means y'all sleeping with the same dude.
The same nigga. But this is what I'm saying, Sean.
That shit was wild to me, fam. That shit was wild to me.
I just don't understand how you can't see that shit, though, Sean.
And when you go ask these questions, when I watch certain panel discussions and all that, and they go to ask that question, they even try to go that route of asking the question of why are y'all sleeping with the question gets cut off.
But that's what we said. They
don't even get to the question. Sean.
That shit be crazy to me. I be sitting there like, okay. And then look, this the thing that killed me, and this is shit that damn. This is what I be saying. The audacity of y'all motherfuckers sometimes.
Yeah.
They get on the nigga who don't have no kids.
Right.
And don't want to fuck with you because you got all these baby daddies.
Right.
They try to make something wrong with you. Nigga just like, okay, so you telling me
ain't no winning, bro.
Like,
ain't no winning.
It was something the girl was just like, I got three kids. And then nigga was just like, man, hell no. And she like, oh no, don't do me like that. But the clip I seen before I even found out she had all 3 kids,
right? She
was just like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? A guy at 30, you should be at least at 100,000. You should be at least at 100,000 now. Like,
right?
Come on, man, like grow up and all this shit. I'm like,
it's crazy. That's what I'm saying.
And then the next clip, you got 3 kids, and just like, oh no, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that.
Don't you do him like that, son?
But I take care of them. I mean, I thought that what you supposed to do, motherfucker.
Ain't that your job?
You don't get no award for that shit.
Yeah, ain't nobody doing it.
And then she tried to low key jail. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically doing it by myself. Who faulted that, Sean?
Yeah.
Who faulted that?
Yeah, because you ain't have to have no kids.
When you just told me that at 30 you supposed to have $100,000.
You're right. And that's what, and I'm gonna go on both sides of this. That's the one part of this whole gender war that I don't like, is that there are wild expectations on both sides. So yeah, it's wild. Like, I've heard dudes say some wild stuff where I'm just like, bro, you ain't even got pot piss in, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you might want to. Hey, what Cass say, man? Get out, get something before you got to start.
Yeah,
you know, saying that. But on the flip side, with women, like, if you just listen to some of these pods and the comment sections, and you just really be sitting there like, y'all can't think like this.
Like,
y'all can't. So there's no way. And then wonder why you're not successful in certain areas. Like, look at your mindset is off. Like,
and that's what I'm saying. That's why we getting the rhetoric that we talking about when I just showed the video right there. It's just because a lot of niggas are like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna focus on me, shot. I ain't really gonna like hit pursue like that. And then they get on niggas for not pursuing. So they go to and then now they saying the young niggas be out here pursuing. They out here going at me. The niggas in my age group, they don't even approach no more. And it's just like,
they got experience.
Exactly. It's like
they got the experience. They know. Like, yeah.
So now you got a nigga that you know may listen to you. Yeah. You know no more than listen to you. You got more experience than him. You know all this from the get-go. So everything that you propped up on this side,
right? That
this nigga got to have this and that. But you fucking with a nigga that you know ain't got none of this shit.
Nothing.
That shit be killing me, Sean. That shit be killing me.
It's so many things that are so backwards in how we address each other, how we talk, all these different things. Like, I'm sitting here listening to dudes, and I'm take up for y'all ladies for a second. I be sitting there listening to some of these dudes talk, and it's like they're talking as if, okay, I'm trying to find this, I'm trying to find that. I want a woman like this, I want a woman like that. And then somebody pull the curtain up and it's like, oh, you out here just like everybody else is. So like,
and that's the thing about it.
For that. Like,
that's the thing about it.
Like, you looking for that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to too. You know what I'm saying?
And you behind, that's why I said behind closed doors, you don't know what these folks got going on, man.
Man, real quick, before we get into our main topic.
Yeah.
I saw a white guy post a video on X, Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a psychology thing. And so he I guess he helps women and men when it comes to dating, yada yada yada. And he's a little bit different from most people I've watched because it looks like he's really trying to give you knowledge. He's not trying to set you up. He's just trying to give you knowledge on
what you need to be,
or just how to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because the angle he's coming from is that most of our mindsets are flawed when it comes to how we want to accomplish our goals.
Yeah.
Whether it comes to business, love, money, whatever. He said our mindsets are wrong. It's not what we want is wrong. It's just how we're going about it. Our mindset on everything is just wrong.
Yeah.
So he told this young lady, he said that, and I don't remember it verbatim, but I'm gonna give you the cliff notes or whatever. The young lady said she wanted a man that had these good qualities.
Yeah.
And so he wrote them on one side of a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And then he wrote the dark side of those attributes on the other side of the paper. He folded it and just showed her the dark side of the paper. And she said, oh, God, I don't want a guy like that. Well, then he opened it up and said, well, this is pretty much what you're asking for.
Yeah.
Because in order to get a good side of a person, he said the dark side of nature is what fuels that good side. So pretty much, if like, prime example, if us as men want a woman that's a freak in the sheets, right?
Yeah.
The dark side of that is, how did she get so good at it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she didn't get that way just messing with one dude.
Yeah.
Or she just happened to learn it before she ever had sex. Like, nah, like.
So look, check this out. Cause we got this same old, just like we talking about the rhetoric on the woman's side, we got the rhetoric on the men's side about that body count shit.
Right.
About, man, Shawty can't have no body count, boy, you crazy. And it's just like, okay, you talking about Shawty can't have no body count, but you want a freak in the sheets and all this shit.
Right. You gonna teach her everything?
It don't make sense, Shawty.
It don't. And then so PA right under that, because you know how Twitter will take you down a rabbit hole that you you got to get off Twitter to get out of the rabbit hole. So like, you can't just go back to the home button and be you in that mother. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me. So it went to a story that a woman had, and she was like, I know a guy that was married to his wife for 20 some years. They married.
Yeah.
Kids, house, the life that everybody wants. Men and women that, that fantasy world, that white benefits world that everybody talks about they want. That's what he had. Said they 22 years in, said he went somewhere and met like some kind of prostitute, like met a prostitute or something. And, like pretty much left his wife with a prostitute, paid for the prostitute to get, cosmetic surgery, all this stuff, put the money in the pocket. Said he left the family altogether to go be with the prostitute.
Yeah. Funny
thing was, he had a brother. The brother got to, I think, like 10, 11 years with his wife.
Yeah.
Did the exact same thing with that prostitute's friend. The exact same thing. So, of course, now, granted, we just talked about men don't leave their mistresses like that. Yeah. But here's the dark side to that, right? Here's the crazy part, and I'm talking to the men on this one. I want men to really understand what they be asking for. So she put out that story. The psychologist made a response to the tweet that she put up.
Yeah.
And said, men have to understand that he was like, we don't want good girls the same way women don't want good guys.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, look good. Yeah, we can present it. You might go to church, go to family functions, you had it. But he said, you can't deny your nature. He said, you can't have that good girl in the house, that good woman that she cooks, she cleans, she takes care of the kids. But if she don't satisfy your nature of who you are as a man,
Yeah.
that means sex and those areas. He said it's gonna be easier for you to leave.
Yeah.
Because you're not. He said that, and one guy commented. He said that the same way it's easy for a woman to leave when the money just ain't.
Mm-hmm.
She can't be with. A woman just can't be some. I can't say all, but because we're not talking about all. Let me go and get that out of the way. That's not.
Yeah.
Not everybody. But there are a lot of women who just can't be in a situation where it's like, okay, this just it. Like we ain't never going. We ain't never gonna get no bigger than this. Ain't no. You know what I'm saying? So, but he said, because a lady was like, well, oh my God, it was 20-something years, yada yada yada. He was like, he said you gotta wonder, how long was he going in that marriage, not getting the kind of sexual intimacy that he wanted,
that he needed.
Granted, yes, he had everything else, but our nature, some people had a nature where they just can't get past that. They gotta have that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
that
his message, he said his message was more towards the men, like, hey, make sure if you want the good girl, yada yada yada, make sure you can deal with that for years to come.
Yeah.
And be honest with yourself about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, he was like, this happens a lot, and I already knew it. I already knew it was a white guy. When I heard the story, I was like, it's dude.
Yeah, come on now.
Because I don't, and I'm not saying black men don't do it, but
that's
when
a
I saw
super
the story,
duper
I was like, clearly a white guy.
Yeah, that's super duper simp right there.
Clearly a white dude.
To do some shit like that, that's just like the nigga on Harlem Night. Remember that nigga on Harlem Night?
Yeah.
Called the family J ain't never come on, man. Nigga just like, that's some simp shit, y'all. That's,
exactly.
They suck for little tender dick, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, but niggas do that shit, and that's why I be saying, it's a lot of niggas that do this shit, and it's a lot of niggas that won't admit that shit.
Right, and I get it. Like the same way, I was reading how women, a lot of women, I can't say all because it definitely ain't all, but most women don't like talking about sex because they don't want to let that secret about them out. Yeah. Because to them, that's a sacred thing that's between them and their husband or whoever they deal with. Of what they may like, they freakiness level, they sex drive. They don't want the world to know that because they know in certain spaces the world looks down on a woman being too sexual. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But he was like, he was speaking about how many women, and the lady chimed in. She was like, the conversations I have, or she's had with women, shocked her because, these are kind of women that you don't, these are, your moms, your hardworking women. They go to church and all this stuff, but then they get in a private conversation, and she was like, they say some wild shit.
Yeah.
Because, but that's probably because they're in a space where they feel, I can be. Yeah. This, that, and the third. And I ain't gonna front. I've had conversations with women years ago, and one of them might have said something out of turn. You just like God damn, whoa.
That's what I'm saying though. People,
but, it's common. People, you know what I'm saying? It's way more common than
People don't. I don't understand why people don't like see them like that. You know what I'm saying? I understand. Well, I do understand, but it's just like you gotta understand that. It's just like you see a pastor doing something crazy. Yeah. And then you're like, damn, why can't believe pastor did that shit? It's just like,
he's still a man.
I can, y'all. I can.
He's still a man. Still a man.
Like, and that's what I'm saying. And then he had a job that he got to suppress his shit. He can't really talk real talk. You know what I'm saying? He got to suppress that shit all the time.
Bro, imagine.
So
yeah, go ahead. My bad. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying. So so when he do let that shit out, or when he do got a place where he can now just do what he want to do, I'm finna go crazy.
Not only that, think about it like this. That too is why he gets passed, and nobody says anything about that. Yeah. Think about a lot of the pastors that he got caught doing this and third. A lot of them still in church right now.
Oh yeah.
A lot of them still got, they got a church. They still minister, whatever. And it's like they still have followers, so
niggas don't care about it. Hey, niggas still need to be led. Now you still need to lead me.
But think about it. Their following is still women.
But you still need to lead. I still need to be led now. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, niggas need to be led. That's one thing about it. Okay, you do some crazy shit, all right, man. But I still need to be led.
I still need you to give me the word.
I still need you to lead me.
I mean,
I can't think for myself, so I need you to lead me.
It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I that's one thing I have found interesting over time is that every time I hear about one, I'm just like, and then you still hear the women, he's so good. He's just like, I've had to ask questions about certain women in their past, like, why you like this dude so much?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear nothing. It's just the way he pastor. It ain't just the way he pull off the sermon. Like, nah, there's a and of course too, there's a power dynamic. That's why power is so important, because there's a dynamic with like personal trainers and the women they train. There's a power dynamic in that. The same way with pastors, same way with the boss at the job. Like, there's a power dynamic that, and it's gotten to the point where when stuff happens, like the Harvey Weinstein thing, it was more, granted we know what he did, but at the same time, that was a guy using his power.
Yeah.
Women hate the power dynamic so much, but they just can't help themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, he's using his power the wrong way, and it's like, yeah, but you still fucking with niggas in power.
Yeah,
so
because some women just want powerful niggas. That's just what it is.
Yeah,
and it's just like I was looking at an old episode of you remember Mary had that little reality show, and the girl, I mean the one sister named Tina, her husband had cheated on her, right?
Remember that? Yeah,
but he had but you remember when Home did every week? Home coming out, yeah, man, I did this. Yeah,
I do remember. Yeah, because
she was just like nigga, like that nigga had like, but that nigga came clean for about 3-4 weeks straight.
Wasn't that the one where dude was like he had one at the hotel by the airport?
Yeah.
Bro, when I heard that,
she was just like
one at the hotel by the airport.
But she was just like nigga, like damn nigga. How many motherfuckers you gonna down come out on me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like,
you chill. Don't even worry about it.
And it's just like, she was just like, how can you do it? And it's just like, Home, you gotta understand. Home just like shit. They gotta suppress so much shit, and they gotta put on their persona so much that they just like, Home going out busting moves, going crazy.
And that's how they got Shannon.
Yeah. And they go right into Shannon, man.
Have you heard the conspiracy? I'm calling it a conspiracy right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it a conspiracy right now.
Yeah.
Because we never know. And it was a good one too. I ain't gonna front. It one of them good ones that you see on if you go on YouTube, you look up top 10 conspiracies.
Yeah.
It's one of them type conspiracies. I said, oh.
Okay, so what happened?
So I'm gonna give you the conspiracy. This is all alleged. I ain't saying this is true. This is all conspiracy. Shannon was up for $100 million deal. Not with Disney, not at ESPN, none of that. His club station.
Yeah.
That means that's his.
All his.
That's $100 million he get.
Yeah.
No network, no nothing. That's $100 million he was getting. He ain't got to split that. They ain't no.
That's all him.
That's all him. That's all him. As soon as that pops out, what happened?
Yeah.
The girl, he was trying to get out the way for 10.
Yeah.
The girl came back and said, "Nah, I need 50." That's half the deal right there. That's half. He might well marry the bitch. You know, he might well marry. So what the conspiracy I heard was that there was a sentiment that the young lady and this feel like this gonna sound like some government shit.
Mm-hmm.
That she unknowingly was sent in
Yeah.
to him.
Yeah.
And the dude said there are agencies there, and there are ways they can get women to do this, to where they can get a woman to study where you go.
They might get away with that one, so.
Yes, they study where you go. They study the things you like. They know the gyms you train at.
Yeah.
They know the places you hang out at. All that stuff they know, and they put themselves in position.
Yeah.
To be in those same areas. And so, of course, once she got in, it was like, all right, cool. Let me give this dude the freakiest, wildest, and for a lot of men, that's hard to turn down.
Yeah,
it's hard to turn down a woman that's like, you can do whatever you want to. It's hard to for a lot of men. And move race out of it. For everybody that love to put race, move race out of it, because it's happened to white boys too.
Yeah,
it's happened to Asian, Indian. It's happened to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it got nothing to do with race. I think it got a lot to do with your position. You know what I'm saying? With your position, so power you on. You know, the level of power you at.
Right.
Like, you gonna get shit like that. You feel what I'm saying?
So let me add to this. Andrew Schultz got on his podcast.
Yeah.
So that was the main part of the conspiracy was the girl was unknowingly planted in Shannon. Because the guy was like, I don't think she really knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
Until, right. The other part of it, which ain't a conspiracy because we watching it in real time, is all the people that came out against Shannon on some like, Shannon did this. Stephen A. did a whole thing on his show. I'm not talking about Shannon, but it was clearly like, bro, you talking about Shannon. You talking about Shannon, you know what I'm saying? And so Andrew Schultz was saying, and he was talking to Gary Owens, the other white comedian.
Yeah.
They were both saying, once that 100 million got put up, some people got, because Shannon ain't been doing it as long as everybody.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and they were like, so basically, to encapsulate everything, the whole conspiracy is Shannon got offered that 100 mil, and them folks was like,
they was at a head.
And I don't know, and to an extent, this is how prophetic Cat Williams is. Yeah. I don't know if Cat fully saw that coming. The money side of things. Yeah. He clearly saw the women and all that. I don't know if Cat saw the money side coming. But once that interview blew up the way it did, and how much money Shannon made off of that one interview. Yeah. He could have did that interview and just been done with it. He was like, hey, ain't even no purpose to any more episodes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But see, this is what I'm saying about that though, Sean. This the only way I refute that whole thing is that whole little damn thing, that whole little damn like that plan that they had working on Shannon. Yeah. I would think that would be a good plan. I mean, I would think that would be the plan to go with if I didn't know that Shannon was already a Hall of Fame football player. That already probably not seen some of this shit. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you on that. Yeah.
He already, you see it different from a nigga that's, okay, I just came out of nowhere and just blew up.
Yeah.
Okay, now I ain't used to this shit. But this nigga was a fucking Hall of Fame. Like this was a well-known football player.
Well, and I think I see your point, because I think that added to what these particular guys were saying about the conspiracy, because I think that was their thought process too in bringing it up, was like there had to be something, because he said us as men could be real susceptible to, because the way the guy explained it, it low-key freaked me out.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if a woman really knew, he was like, man, okay, she's at a bar you're at. She's at the same gym you at. When you come outside your apartment, she just happens to be running by. Little stuff like that. And then, y'all get to talking, and she already knows not only stuff about you, but just little nuances, like stuff you would normally say, and little stuff like that, and then she automatically knows your interests and stuff like that. And I'm just sitting there like, some men wouldn't, regardless of what they've been through, some men wouldn't even pick up on that. They just be like, oh man, this is like amazing meeting this person. You know what I'm saying? So, but I agree. I agree with what you're saying though.
But you know what I said? That shit, I would go along with that conspiracy, shot, if this nigga already did have a 20-year career as a football player and an analyst and shit like that.
Right.
And he had millions and he already was a millionaire. So it's just like you just came from one industry to another industry. And now you have success in another industry, but you already had success as a football player.
Right.
So that's the only thing I'm still going along with. This shit it just seems some fake about this shit, because it just like,
and that's kind of where like Umar went on that rant. Umar went on a similar thing where he was like, he said something ain't right about it. Yeah,
I don't know. And I ain't trying to put a full conspiracy on this shit, because I don't know what it is. It just don't seem like a nigga that's this. I don't think this trap or this damn little finesse right here work on a nigga that already was a millionaire, shot, and
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
wouldn't, but I mean,
and then just like everybody saying, and people forget to say about this shit, shot ain't nothing. Like, keep it real, shot. Like, for 25 a cheat for that, man, get out of here with that shit. I know Shannon done seen something 10 times better than that in Denver.
Hey, the
Colorado somewhere.
The one he had the voice. He got caught on live. Shot. We seen her. We seen what she looked like.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, if she said 25 a cheat, you like,
you can understand, you can respect that. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, for that, and then she's so young, it's just like,
Nah. What, I just don't see. One dude got on there. Oh, go ahead.
And then I don't see no white girl. I don't see no lily looking regular white girl having that little game. Just
that's what they were talking about. They were like, bro, because the first picture I saw of her, I thought that was the wrong picture. I ain't even no front.
Yeah.
I said, ain't no way.
It can't be. This can't be. When I seen this shit, that's the first thing I said. So when I first seen it, I said, nah, they can't be. They can't be the same girl.
They tried to show like the
hell no.
And they ain't slick with this. They tried to show like the good angle of an OnlyFans picture. Nah. The picture I saw was like just a regular bait. I said,
no, man, come on now.
I said, ain't no way in hell, son.
I know. If the nigga calling out, just like I said, nigga calling out Brittany Murphy and Megan Thee Stallion and all these women, come on, man. Like, it just don't. It's so back. It's so backwards, y'all.
Hey, he'd been better off going with the girl. He was the little porn chick on Twitter that him and Chad were talking about the girl. Oh, what's her name?
Oh yeah, Mid Be Nasty. Yeah.
Mid
Be Nasty. Yeah.
He'd have been better off going there.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he'd been way better off going there.
Somebody said, okay, yeah, man, me and Shannon were doing this, and I'm like, okay, that sound about right.
He's like, oh, all right, just
like, cause that was Chad. That was Chad. Chad said, you nasty with her, Like, he was just, I won't be nasty. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look,
nigga just like, Mid Be Nasty. Like,
listen, there's a reason why Mid Be Nasty got all the followers.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. For Shannon to even know about Mid Be Nasty, it's just like,
hey, you be on Twitter, don't you?
You really deep down in the deep with that shit.
Because I wouldn't know who she was if it wasn't for Twitter.
That's what I'm saying.
Just keeping it a buck. Her and what's the IG model name that Bad and Bougie chick, Ruby Rowe.
Yeah.
The way, because Instagram different from Twitter in that way. And Instagram a lot of times depend on your feed, like who you follow, stuff like that. Twitter, like I said, you click on one wrong thing, you going down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, you going down a crazy rabbit hole.
You going down a rabbit hole. You just like, dang, I just wanted to click this one picture. Next thing you know, it's like whoa.
That's what I'm saying.
Whoa,
see,
wait a minute.
But see, that's what I'm saying. See, regular niggas, you know what I'm saying? When he said Megan, okay, yeah, I like you. You like to see that. You like to see motherfuckers shake that ass. You know what I'm saying? But when you get to me be nasty, you go to another level. You like, oh, you want some nasty? It's like hey, you trying to mess up the room, nasty ass shit.
Hey, I saw one video of her.
Yeah.
And I said, this what they doing. This is like this is normal.
This what y'all fucking with?
This is normal.
And for him to see that and just, oh yeah, I want that. Oh yeah, shit. Oh yeah, you want some other shit, boy. Hey,
that video I saw her, I'm like that. It wasn't even one of the videos. You like, yeah, it was just one of the things. I was just sitting there just watching it, like,
yeah.
Like,
yeah,
what the
like niggas. Oh yeah, you do be on that yet? You on that yet for real? Huh? Cause just like for you to be scouring the internet and scouring Twitter for that shit.
Nah,
it's just like yeah. You down?
But I was sitting there. I'm like, and so when he said it, I was like, oh, wait, whoa, hold on, bro. Oh.
Even Chad Judge was like, it be nasty.
Bruh, that's way worse. That's almost the equivalent to back in the day if somebody would have been like, yeah, Pinky.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but I want that Pinky. Oh boy, you trying to damn.
Could you imagine some dude back in the day like, oh, like I don't want to use nobody to disrespect me, but like, I don't want. I was about to say Stuart Scott, but I'm like, I don't want to disrespect him because he's passed. But like this, somebody that was, popular, like Tavis Smiley or something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who just like, and then you having like a cool interaction. This thing like, yeah, that Pinky. You like, wait, whoa.
They just like Tavis Smiley right now, Sean. They just like Tavis Smiley right now. Just, hey, I want that beat, man.
You be like,
be nasty, nigga. Just Tavis Smiley, like
I'm sorry, real quick, cause I gotta get out in a minute. Real quick, there are like levels to nasty, bro. Like
level to damn just
your basic level is like Hollywood actresses and singers, like Nia Long, Beyonce, Rihanna.
Yeah.
That's everybody can get with that. That level below is like the IG models and stuff, like clothes and all them. That third level is like, okay, Pinky. They're like, oh yeah, we remember Pinky back then. Now there's another level where it's just like, he nasty. Yeah.
And the way, Charlie, you gotta go on YouTube and I tell everybody to watch this shit, man.
Yeah.
Go on YouTube and type in when Shannon Sharpe talking about me be nasty, Charlie. And just look at Chad Johnson's face. Chad Johnson looking at the nigga like, it be nasty. He just, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Ocho. I want that.
But think about it. It's level.
But if you see
went to that level,
if you see that shit, if you have that shit in your mind, if you never, cause see, we sports fans, we know about Shannon Sharpe, we know about the show and all that shit. Absolutely. You talking about the TMZ niggas who ain't never really looked at Shannon Sharpe, they gonna just, oh yeah, he did that shit. But those niggas who listen to Shannon Sharpe, look at his show and shit like that, and it's like this shit is so, like night and day from cause he never denied he was on that freaky shit. No. Everybody like, yeah, but Shannon on that freaky shit. Yeah. I'm like, no, he never denied he went on that freaky shit. Yeah. Because of the men be nasty shit. We know about the men be nasty and what how he was talking about Megan. You remember the shit he said about Megan? Oh, I have a lid like 3 and 10 or some shit. Nigga just like Chad looking at that nigga like, like what's going on?
Hey, he don't let you know what time he on.
He let you know what time. That's what I'm saying. He never hid none of this shit. He never hid them. He like to get nasty with them folks.
Hey, bro. Hey, look, Shannon.
But I never seen him doing all this shit. Them man, this shit crazy, man.
Shannon. Yeah, go ahead.
But before we dip, man, I gotta ask you how you feel about the damn Bill Belichick shit, so. Man,
That's another episode. Now, next one.
Yeah.
Forgot about that, and I just seen something. We got to get on that next.
I seen that shit yesterday, man. I was sitting there like, boy, I ain't heard about this shit when this shit happened.
Hold on, Bill
shouted, Bill, them folk down finna destroy your career. I mean, they finna destroy your legacy, man.
This an easy lick.
I'm talking about.
He about to
Bill
come up there.
Trying to answer a question, shouted, hey, he ain't talking about that. Nigga,
you saw that?
I saw it. I sat there and seen the whole thing. I'm sitting there, I'm laughing my ass off. So I'm like,
hey,
Bill.
This is why I say this man and woman thing ain't racial. It's not.
No, hell no. Not. That's what I'm saying. Like that shit.
Take race out of it, Shawty.
Man, that shit had me rolling. Shawty, like
next episode. I'm going because I got a lot of stuff based off of that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna prove to y'all how non-racial this man woman thing is.
Yeah, okay. Next episode. Hey, look, one more thing. The 100 nigga versus the gorilla shit, y'all.
Okay,
hey, man.
All right, this is what I want you to do. I want you to write down 50.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna write down 50. If this is gonna happen, these be my
yeah. Did the next episode
50 hours.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck how many y'all niggas shot me.
No,
I want y'all nigga to look up a silverback gorilla.
Yeah.
On a rampage, and you tell me, Shawty, what? Man, come on, Shawty. I don't give a fuck. You got Brock Lesnar out there, man.
It don't matter.
You can have fucking Luke Kane out there, man.
One of them gorillas broke that glass that be between you and the zoo.
Shawty, man, a gorilla hits you one time, Shawty.
Nah.
It's over with you for you.
Yeah. So next episode.
Yeah, next episode, man.
Bill.
I forgot about this shit, man. Damn. Hey, man.
Don't get
Bill. Your ass grabbed that episode, boy. I can't believe you, Bill. I can't believe you, Bill.
Don't get your ass, boy.
Hey, man. That girl said, hey, he ain't talking about that. But Bill looked over at Jay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Bill.
Yeah, we're gonna get your ass, Bill.
I'm Tom Brady somewhere. Hey, no, we're gonna talk about the net.
It's a lot to it, boy.
Because I gotta give you Tom Brady for the net, man. Listen, man. This be an episode, man. We're gonna holler at y'all folk later, man.
We're gonna be back.
We're gonna be back, man. All right, man. Y'all be easy, man.
All right, bye.
Yes, sir.
Whether you like it or don't like it, learn to love it because it's the best thing going today.